Hey guys, I'm Maniac.
And I'm Pineapple. And today we are bringing you relative top 5 of Tranq weapons to use for dinosaurs in Taming. And to start off with number 5, we're starting with Maniac.
We're starting with number 5, the fist, club, slingshot, and if anybody has the DLC, then the boomerang. So, if you use your fists, a club, or a slingshot, then you're going to want to use a bola to trap the dinosaur, because none of these are really a efficient way of knocking out a dinosaur. They're just possible ways. So it's for sure they knock them out, but if you punch it, you do take damage. So if you have high melee damage, you punch it once, it gets knocked out, then it doesn't really bother anybody. But I would recommend to craft a club, a slingshot, or if you have the DLC, a boomerang. But these are ways of knocking out dinosaurs, and I will throw it over to Pineapple for number 4.
Fantastic. Number 4, we chose the primitive bow, just because it is also one of the early weapons that you get from the start. And you can actually hit your targets from a decent range away. You don't have to be super close up, although in order to be more accurate, the closer you are, the better off you are, unfortunately. But it is nice to be able to put some space between you and your target, and it does a moderate amount of damage and to core damage. So that's why it comes in at number 4. And for number 3, I'm going to pass it over to Maniac.
Alright, thank you. And number 3 is going to be the crossbow, which let it load in and render. There we are. So it's a crossbow because it does more damage to shoot the crossbow than it does the compound bow, but it doesn't shoot as far, and it can also shoot underwater. But on that note, I'll pass it over to Pineapple to talk about number 3 also, that we couldn't decide on which to choose.
Fantastic. Our other number 3 contestant was the harpoon launcher. Now, the harpoon launcher is mainly designated for underwater. We don't currently have a long dart for it, so we can't really show you the damage. But it is more useful underwater, although it can be used on land, but it's not going to be as effective as it should be. But that's why we chose the crossbow and the harpoon launcher at number 3. One's really good on land versus the other one's good in the water, but both of them can be used on land or water. And for number 2, I will pass it back over to Maniac and let him show you his favorite weapon.
Alright, cool. So, my favorite weapon is the compound bow. And the reason that the compound bow is at number 2 is because with the metal arrows, it is better at killing than the crossbow. And you can't load the metal arrows into the crossbow, but the compound bow can also be loaded with Tranq arrows, and the compound bow doesn't do as much damage as the crossbow, but it can shoot farther than the crossbow. So it's a better weapon because it just doesn't do as much damage as the crossbow. So I'll pass it over to Pineapple for his favorite weapon in number 1.
Fantastic. Number 1, we chose the long neck rifle. Long neck rifle is probably one of the best weapons you can use for taking down animals for taming purposes or killing purposes. Just really depends on what you want to do. The only downside with the long neck rifle, it does have good range, but you can't use any attachments when you use a Tranq dart or a shocking Tranq dart. Now, Tranq darts you'll get about midway through the game, and then shocking Tranq darts you won't get until later on, like end game. But they do an excellent job of knocking down your targets with dealing very little to, almost no damage to them. But then if you want to use the actual, simple bullets, simple rifle bullets with them, you could add like a scope or something like that to them. So they're a very versatile weapon, and I like to keep two on me. One strictly for Tranq darts, the other one for bullets.
Alright. Well, that'll wrap up the top 5, best melee weapon or knockout weapons. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you will stay tuned for our other videos, or you can check out the 2 links above us or our channel. That'd be much appreciated. I'm Maniac.
And I'm Pineapple. And together we are the Tasmanian Knights. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you next time.
Catch you next time.